Welcome to Bestie Talk. This is episode 8. We are your favorite bestie duo. I am CiCora,
And I'm Krispin and
and we have got another hot topic for you all. We're going to talk about the importance of authenticity,
Mm,
and we're also going to talk about friendships. This is a show that is heavily based on relationships, and friendships are a very important relationship that take you places in life. So,
yeah.
Bessie, let's start with authenticity. Tell me something you see as like a social media branding strategist. Like, how important is authenticity? What role does authenticity play in getting out your brand?
Yeah, you have to be you. It's okay to find inspiration in other people, but to straight up copy a person, people can see right through that. They can see
Mhm.
when you are not being yourself. They can see when you are not being a genuine person and you're trying to mimic someone else. And I try to tell my clients, my social media clients, you have to be authentically you. You like it's okay to get inspiration. It's okay to get ideas from other people, but you have to be you because people can see through that. And why do you want to be someone that's not yourself?
Good point. So you talked about the copycat. Me personally, I do think that with like some things, it's okay to copy, but you have to copy the right cat. So like I'll give an example. If I'm wanting to grow in leadership, I would look at somebody like a John Maxwell or Jim Rohn or a Tony Robbins and maybe like read their books and get some mentorship indirectly through that person. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and like quote their quotes verbatim without attributing the quote to them. It means that I'm going to take that information and that knowledge and like implement it in my own way.
Yes.
Like I'm going to use it however I want to use it to, add to my message. But the delivery should always be, from me or, the other person, like whoever you learn from, the delivery should always be from yourself. Because everybody's unique. Like we all have gifts and talents. And sometimes you may copy somebody with a completely different style from you, and then it misses altogether because it's not who we really are. So it's really important to like, it's good to learn. It's
Mm-hmm.
good to get ideas, but you want the delivery to always be from you.
And I feel like that's something a lot of people struggle with, finding
Mm.
their own identity. You have to find who you are. What works for me might seem like it's easy. Oh, if she's doing it, I can do it. It might not work out for you. You know, you have to create your own identity. You have to create your own audience, especially when it comes to social media or building a brand. But they've been copying us since day one. So what else is new?
And if nobody wants to be like I take it as a compliment. Like if someone sees something I'm doing and they desire to do the same thing or wear something similar, whatever it may be, I actually look at it as a compliment because it means that it's coming across in a way that people admire or honor or respect. So from my perspective, it's not a bad thing, but like I would say I see things too, in other people, maybe like celebrities or millionaires, multimillionaires. And I may take some tidbits here and there, but I always make sure the delivery comes from me. And I'm
Mm,
able to do that now because like it goes to identity and like knowing who you are. And that
yeah.
takes some time. Like it takes some time to learn yourself. And so I think that self care, self love, spending that time journaling and reflecting is so important so that you can know your foundation and like your core and who you are. Because everything that you do should come across from like your own unique identity and not somebody else's.
Yeah, figure out who you are, not try to portray who you want to be.
Good one.
People see through that. People see through that. And I feel like everyone has a unique story. So you just have to tell your story. What will allow people to draw themselves to you based off what they can relate to from what you've been through. My story isn't the next person's story. You just have to be able to identify your own identity and be authentically you
at all times.
at the end of the day.
So
But
let's
another,
talk about. Go ahead.
I was gonna say another topic I wanted to talk about was just finding genuine friendships.
Hmm.
Because you are my
I
best
was
friend.
gonna say that. See, that's how much we are like besties. I was literally about to go there.
Yeah, because if y'all don't know, we are best friends. We met in what, middle school?
Yeah.
And it's been up ever since. And I think it's such a blessing to have a friend that I can like genuinely call my sister. Like she's more than a friend. She's like my sister. I tell her more stuff than I tell my real sister. So it's just that because the Bible says, you know, you'll find a friend that sticks closer than a brother. And that is so true. And I found that in my best friend. And I think
Oh,
everyone
bestie.
and I think everyone should have those genuine friendships and connections because you need those in life.
Friendships are so important. Like to me, friendships take you places. Like I think every relationship takes you somewhere. But like when you have a true friend, it's just like a marriage, like we've been friends for about 20 years, and some people have been married for 20 years. And so we've seen different seasons of life together, the good times, the bad times, the birth of children, just like a lot of different things. And it's brought us to this place that we're at today. And so I think it's really important who you decide to be friends with, who you decide to affiliate with. And I'm very thankful for our friendship. We've been through a lot, and we got a lot more years left. So,
Yeah, y'all hadn't seen nothing yet.
right, not
And when you just know, you know, like we can finish each other's sentences. We literally think the same thoughts sometimes. We have our own little inside jokes. We'll just bust out laughing and people won't even know what's funny. I remember we were little. My sister used to be like, "What's so funny with y'all? Why are y'all always laughing?" But
Yeah, we've been laughing since we were kids, and like I don't think it was like a language, when we were younger. And people remember we did a podcast, oh my gosh, maybe like in our teens, maybe late teens going into 20. And somebody told me, one of my grandmother's friends was like, it was a good podcast, like it was a good video, but y'all were just laughing too much to be talking about single until married. Well, we can't help it. Like laughter is our language.
it is. Laughter is good for the soul. If you don't have a friend you can laugh with, then ain't really your friend. I'm sorry.
Right. Right. Because we
Yeah.
gonna be laughing at people, laughing at ourselves, laughing to the money, like
Laughing to the bank.
we laughing over here.
Yeah, even to the point we care about each other so much. Like even when we both have been in like bad relationships, both of us have been like, "Oh, I don't like him for you, friend." Like, that ain't it. But you gotta stick it out with your friend until they realize that that's not the person. So you just kind of waiting on the day for
Oh
her to
yeah.
crying about this man. Like, I was waiting on it.
Oh yeah, it's good to always like Crispin and I have been friends for so long. I don't have to some stuff I can just call her and I can cry. Like we're
Mm.
at that point now. And then I may say what happened, or I could just be like, this is going on. And, I could just sometimes I think about her and I pray, or I call and I'd be like, are you okay? And we just kind of, you know, we're just there. And
We're
I want everybody
connected
to at least have one friend like that in life.
because
And
it's
if your
not
friend is a
like
yes man, you don't want a friend that's a yes person all the time. You want somebody who's going to challenge you to be a
yeah.
better version of yourself.
Yeah, and going back to what you said, it's been times where like I was really going through something and I wasn't even speaking on it. And she would just call me like, "Friend, are you okay? Because you were on my heart." And I just let it all out. Like it's always a blessing to have a friend that you can share any and everything with and they won't judge you. You don't have to worry about them telling your business to anyone. They don't look at you any differently. We fasted and prayed together. Like it's so beautiful. Like she's really my sister. And I pray that every woman finds genuine friendships like that because it's so needed. And I haven't been the best friend to other people. In
Same. Same. Same.
I was a
Same.
friend of my best friend. I will say but yeah, like I know where I've dropped the ball in other friendships, and I genuinely was hurt because of some things that I've done to people that I would call my friend because I was selfishly thinking about myself. One time,
Mm.
oh, and I hate it because like this person was like really my friend, and I ended up being like cool with a guy she was dating, and I knew some stuff that she had told me. And he said he knew some stuff about this guy that I was dating, and I really wanted to know what it was. So I told him
Mm.
something about her, and I felt so bad about that. Like I was genuinely hurt behind that friendship because it came out, that I had told him she was so upset with me, like she didn't want to be friends with me no more. And I was hurt to my soul because I really care about my friends that deeply. Like, friendship breakups are real. They're just like
Yeah.
relationship breakups. Like, I think they hurt worse because it's like, dang, I ain't got nobody to laugh with and hang out and be,
Oh,
But
yeah. Oh
yeah.
my
Oh,
gosh. That's a good comparison, like friendship breakups. Wow. Yeah,
yeah.
usually when I come out of a friendship with somebody, I'm done. Like,
Oh, me too.
and I've noticed, okay, so what do you think about this? Like, women will take a man back, but then like
Let your
they
friend do
they
promo. They won't talk to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
they dead. They yeah.
Like, I get it, you're digmatized, but come on, sis. Like, chill out. You can't forgive me
Yeah.
one time, but you gave this man how many chances? Okay.
20. Girl,
Right.
you know what? I should have the way that I treated female friends, I should have treated these men that way.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I didn't give ladies maybe once or twice. I probably let one friend come back, spin a block on me. But if I
Mhm.
would have did that to these men, oh my gosh, I would be in a different place right now.
And we do that. But I think that's because we crave an intimacy from men that we can't get from our friends. So
Oh, okay,
we
good
value
point.
that more than
Hee
what we
hee
can
ha
get
ha.
from our friends. But never put a man before your friend. Like I don't believe in that. And if a man is truly for you, he won't try to separate you from your friends because you have men that will do that. They will try to isolate you from your friends and the people that see through their BS.
Yeah, I've seen men try to isolate people from their family too.
Mm.
Yeah. But that's why it's important to choose your friendships and relationships wisely.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
And friendships are so important. So like Crispin, when I first moved to like the DMV area, one of the things she kept telling me was, you need to meet some people. You need to do and I was kind of offended. I was like, why do
Oh,
I need to
Jonathan,
meet
you were
people?
so offended. Call me talking about friends. Like she really called me addressing this. I was like, I was just saying you needed to make some connections. Like it was nothing personal.
I was like, wait, I'm, being kind of, I don't claim introverted anymore. Like, God is bringing me out of that. But like, I just didn't think that I needed to meet people. What I found was God told me I actually do. It was more so like a trust issue.
Mm,
Because people had treated me a certain way in the past, and I'm genuinely a sweet person. But people take advantage of like certain characteristics that I have. And I'm just in a different space now. Like, I've made so many friends here and I welcome it because I realize that this is a new tribe for me.
Mhm.
Like, I look at friendships as a new place to go. So this just means that God is about to open up some more doors and, send me to some new places because that's what friends are for. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And I feel like you have to categorize people where they are because everyone isn't your friend. I feel like the title of a friend, you really have to earn titles like that. And in the past, I've been guilty of giving people a title of my friend and they weren't. They were just somebody I was hanging out with. They were cool to go out with. They were cool to, go to the club with. But as far as like true, genuine friendship, that wasn't that. Like, come to find out, like these people were like envious and just had jealous spirits and just doing little slick and shisty things to me that I was turning a blind eye to just to be in the presence of people. But I've
Mm.
now since learned to categorize people for what they are. Like, oh, that's my coworker. Oh, I know them from the gym, or that's my associate. Because not everyone is your friend.
Yeah, I think friendship is something that's proven and trusted. So for
Mhm.
me, like, the Bible talks about the outer court, the inner court, and the holiest of holies. So like I take people, I don't take them anywhere. First of all, I see where they go with me. Like
Mhm.
there's a level of trust and a level of proving. Otherwise, that person is going to stay on my outer court. They're going to be the associate, the coworker, the colleague, or what
Mhm.
have you. But if we develop some type of relationship and they come a little bit more deeper, then they can come on the inside. Maybe we start going out to lunch or we go shopping together. Okay, that person has now allowed me to see that we align in some kind of way. And,
Yes.
maybe it develops into them coming into the holies of holies or like the inner court where they get a chance to be close, to have that intimate relationship where we can start sharing secrets. But once again, that comes with time, proving, trusting, making sure that we have the same beliefs and that we agree with each other, like that we agree to go in the same direction or like a similar direction. But for me, I also look at friendships like the first thing I look at now is reciprocity. What purpose does this person serve for me and how can I serve them? Like
Mm.
there has to be like an exchange for me. I don't do friendships anymore where people just call me and they ask for things. Can you teach me this? Can you show me that? I could, but so could Google. Like Google it.
Like
Don't Google.
one-sided friendships where they're just taking and taking but not giving.
I don't do those anymore. I
Mm.
used to a long time ago, but you gotta have like I know some of y'all may think it's selfish, but even in a relationship, I'm not gonna love a man if he's not providing or giving or doing something to prove his love or show his love. Like, no, everybody that I'm affiliated with, they're gonna serve me and I'm going to serve them. And
Mm.
that's just how it goes.
Absolutely. And just be careful with what you share with people. Because some people will pretend to be your friends just to hear what's going on with you. A lot of people will try to steal your energy. They feel like you are a vibe and they want to be around you. And they're just there just to, steal your ideas, steal your energy. So just be very cautious
And
of
you
what.
can tell those people because what I noticed about those people, they're real shady. It's like when they're around you, they're engaged, they're involved, but it's really to take because when they're not around you, you don't matter to them.
Mhm.
They're not saying hello. They're not trying to like, say, hey, I did this today. What are your thoughts? Like there's no exchange beyond their engagement with you. And so I cut people like that off.
Oh,
I have
absolutely.
nothing I have
I
nothing for
don't,
them.
I don't mind cutting off a friend, a so-called friend or an associate. Like,
It's
baby,
less baggage.
Yes, and at this big age, like I'm good on friends. Like I got my best friend. I got other people that are family friends to me. My sister, me and her, we're really good friends, and I feel like I got all I need at this point. Anything extra is just a bonus, or
Right.
it's just something to do. Um, but I wish the best to those out there seeking true, genuine friendships. But y'all can't have my bestie because she's taken.
Taken.
Yes, she is. I let y'all borrow her for a little bit, but yeah, no. And like people should know, like you don't have to talk to your best friend every single day, all day. Me and CiCora have gone years without talking at times. And
Mhm.
when we pick up the phone, we're on the phone for hours, like nothing has ever happened. Like we never skipped a beat. We're catching up. And real
Yeah.
friends know that they don't take distance as like you moving funny or you acting away. Like they get it. Like life happens and like your friend may just need her space. But you have some people that pretend to be your friends, and if you don't like a picture on Instagram, y'all are beefing. It's
What?
it. Yes, like if you're not interacting with them on social media, they feel like you have a problem with them. But I feel like real friends, they don't get mad at petty stuff like that because they know life is everyone and they get it.
Yeah, and everyone's busy, especially like 20s and 30s. Once you come out of school, everybody has their own life. Like it's not like we're just
Mm-hmm.
always together 24/7. No. That's not how relationships work. That's
Especially
like
for
once
that.
again, having your own identity and knowing what you have going on. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just gets real out here. Like I'm all the way in Alabama and she's in DC.
mhm.
But
It's hard on us.
I know we're always like, Bestie, I wish we were closer. I wish we could go get petties together.
Yeah.
But
But we'll have our time. I mean, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna probably come up there. Hey, why not?
I actually need to go to Alabama again because I didn't get to experience like Birmingham, I don't think.
Yeah, she's coming for the Magic City Classic. We're gonna speak that into existence,
Woo-hoo.
and it's going up. So y'all be ready.
All the way. All the way up.
Us together in these streets. My girl might be married by then, so hey, who knows?
I might be. We'll see.
She might be off the market by then, y'all. So,
Officially.
hmm but I feel like he'll let her get outside.
Oh yeah.
Mm. If y'all watched episode, what was that, 2? Where she talked about 56? Oh, yeah.
God.
So
Wow.
make sure
Really?
y'all tune into the next episode to get an update.
Oh, love to see it.
Hmm and real friends, they're genuinely happy for you. They genuinely want you to be happy.
Yeah.
You have to take
Wow.
that in account. Because I've had friends where I've shared, like, relationship stuff with them. Like, oh, this guy bought me flowers, this and that. And you can just kind of like feel the jealousy. You can kind of feel the hate
Wow.
when you telling them that. So that's why I say you got to be cautious about what you tell people. Because everybody that's acting like your friend, they are not genuinely your friend.
And when I think of friendship, I think of like an abundance, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you shouldn't want somebody to be your friend who can't be happy for you. That's a sign of a Judas, not an actual friend.
It happens so much out here, though.
Oh.
I've gone through it.
Mm.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I always have my bestie.
Yay. And
And
the way that we work is like, okay, if you're sad, then that puts me in like a somber mood and I like to laugh. And when I'm laughing, you're like, you should be understanding and not. I'm like, so I mean, you should just want the best for your friend. Be good to them and yeah, don't give them bad energy, y'all. Nobody want like, of course we go through stuff, but at the end of the day, you wanna be able to be happy for people. Like, if you genuinely care about somebody, you should be able to be happy for them and separate whatever you may have gone through because you know that they're gonna be supportive of you as well. So,
mm. And I think that comes with being genuinely happy for yourself because you can't be happy for others
ooh,
if you aren't happy within.
if we could just put that somewhere, like where that needs to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to go on a shirt or somebody write it in the comments multiple times. I don't know. We need to put that on something.
Mm-hmm. Find
Right,
happy.
right. Because misery loves company. Mm,
Ooh, that's the one right there.
mm. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Your friends
I'm
give off
telling
energy.
you, if you walk in love and you're always laughing, you're gonna repel negative people.
Mm-hmm.
Like because they're not gonna be able to stand it. It's too much.
And I've had to cut friends off because the energy was just so negative. It was draining. Like every conversation, it was about some mess. And like I just couldn't take it anymore. And when I would separate myself, they saw it as like us having a problem with each other. Like, no, I don't have a problem with you at all. I'm at the point in my life. I'm trying to raise my kids. I'm trying to build a career. I can't take on your problems. And
Mhm.
especially when you keep feeding into them and I'm giving you solutions and you're still focusing on the problem, I can't take that. Like, we before we gotta talk about solutions. We gotta talk about the good things that are happening in life. But if you're
Right.
always talking about, you're beefing with somebody or you fighting and all this, I can't take it. It's energy transfers. And like
Yeah.
if you're always coming with me with like a bad attitude, bad energy, I'm gonna eventually start having a bad attitude and bad energy just because that's what I'm hearing from you. What you feed into your mind will eventually come out.
Mhm.
So it
Yeah.
happens. No bad blood, so you know.
But good riddance at the same time. Like,
Yeah, I wish you the best. Like I really do, but I feel like friends are seasonal just like men are seasonal. You know? Not everybody is
that's true.
supposed to go to the next level with you. And I feel like when God is really ready to elevate you, He will start knocking people off of your friend list. Like people you thought you were gonna, oh, that was my ride or die. He will start showing you who those people really are and start separating you before He elevates you because everybody can't go to the top.
Yeah, because when I get to the top, I'm gonna be very selective about who like, even now, I started doing this, like, maybe last year or the year before. I was very selective about people that I would assist.
Mm,
Like, people in my network, that I've met throughout the years, whether it's, like, high school, military, I was very selective in who I would respond to. And even now, like I have blocked some people that I was in the military with who consistently asked me, "Can you help me with this? Can you help me with blah blah blah?" I created a whole course. I've given you resources. I've created these things, and so if you don't think enough of yourself to buy those things, I'm not in a position to just help you unless God tells me to. Now, if God tells me to, that's different. But I'm denying access to people in this season. Like
mm,
everybody that knew me in the past, cool. Like, you were in my life, maybe or maybe not for a season and for a purpose. But if you're not present in my life today, you don't have access. And
mm.
I'm not apologizing for it. That's just where I'm at. And as I continue to go up, the access is going to be even more restricted. So, It is what it is.
The plane has taken off.
Oh yeah. It's
And when
up and
that
up.
plane takes off, there's no more boarding on the plane. So
Mm-mm.
yeah. Well,
This has been another great episode. We've really enjoyed talking to you all about friendships. Hopefully, there's something that you've learned. Drop a comment below of your bestie. Tell us your
tag
bestie.
your bestie. Yeah. See, I told y'all we do that. We think alike.
Y'all see it in real time.
Absolutely. So we would love to have another set of besties to come on here and join us. So if you and your bestie want to come and have a bestie talk with the original bestie talk, let us know.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys.
Yay!
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.